to me. Let your way come to me. Let your way be revealed to me. Let your way come into my tabernacle. Let my mind be filled with your ways. Reveal your ways unto me. The ways of the Lord are the ways of truth, the ways of justice. But these are not found among men. These are not found among men. Job asked, where can it be found? He said, for I've searched the vein of the silver. I've searched where gold is found. He said, I went to the depths of the grave, the depths of the earth. He said, I went up above. I did not find it. But behold, by the ways of the Lord, by the ways of the Lord, we achieve great feats. The ways of the Lord are not found in the fruits of man. Most times, the ways of the Lord are found in unseemly places. Because the Lord can disguise himself in unseemly things. This is why we have to now seek the Lord. Because it is found only with the Lord. Solution to the biggest crisis is found with the Lord. Let us see what Job said concerning the way of the Lord. Oh, beautiful. Vakoshi devrelavadish. Vrokido levemando precious sigrevedalash. The book of Job, because in his day there's just one thing you and I need from the Lord. Just one thing. Just one thing. To know the ways of the Lord. You can study any other thing. If you don't know the ways of the Lord, it is incomplete. Lord, show me now your ways. Let's begin our reading from chapter 28 of the book of Job. From verse 1, surely there is a vein for the silver and a place for gold where they find it. Iron is taken out of the earth, and brass is molten out of the stone. He set an end to darkness and searcheth out all perfection. The stones of darkness and the shadow of death. The flood breaketh out from the inhabitant, even the waters forgotten of the foot. They are dried up, they are gone away from man. As for the earth, out of it cometh bread, and under it is turned up as it were fire. The stones of it are the place of sapphire, and it had dust of gold. There is a path which no fowl knoweth, and which the vulture's eye had not seen. Some translations will put that word vulture as eagle, because vulture is a kind of eagle. You don't like to hear that, but it's the truth. Verse 8, the lion's whelps have not trodden it, nor the fierce lion passed by it. He putteth forth his hand upon the rock. He overturned the mountains by the roots. He cutteth out rivers among the rocks, and his eye seeth every precious thing. He bindeth the floods from overflowing, and the thing that is hid bringeth he forth to light. But where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof. Neither is it found in the land of the living. The depth said, it is not with me. And the sea said, it is not with me. Verse 15, it cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price thereof. It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx, or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it. And the exchange of fish shall not be for jewels of fine gold. No mention shall be made of Korah or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom? And where is the place of understanding? Seeing it is hid from the eyes of all living, and kept close from the fowls of the air. Destruction and death say, we have heard the fame thereof with our ears. God understandeth the way thereof, and he knoweth the place thereof. For he looketh to the ends of the earth, and seeth under the whole heaven, to make the weight of the winds, and he weighed the waters by measure. When he made a decree for the rain, and a way for the lightning of the thunder, then did he see it and declare it. He prepared it, yea, and searched it out. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding. Understanding. To know the Lord is to know his ways. Whom will he show his ways? Whom will the Lord... See, it is a gift. It is something that God chooses. You can't research it. Your much learning and study can't show you the ways of God. For the secret of God are with those who fear him. Seeking the Lord, therefore, is the only way to seek this wisdom, which is the strategy of heaven, the strategy of God. The strategy of God. I've seen people who, let's say, ministers of the gospel, who maybe they see another minister of the gospel and they try to copy their strategy, and yet it doesn't work for them. Why? Because it has to be revealed. God sent me to great destinies. And the Lord said, I should say to you, what you need above every other thing is to know the ways of the Lord, the wisdom of God. And to know the wisdom of God is to seek the Lord. The fear of the Lord is simply honor and reverence for God. You place the highest value on God and his ways and the things of God. And then God will reveal his secrets to you. He will reveal his secrets to you. For the secret of the Lord, the secret of the Lord, the hidden wisdom of God, the secret of the Lord are with those that fear him. The secrets of the Lord. Lord, I want to know you. I want to know you. If anybody tells you that knowing the Lord is a waste of time, it is because they have been deceived. And you will end up deceiving yourself if you look at immediate results to tell the ways of the Lord. Sometimes the strategy of God, I'm going to mention some of these strategies as revealed in scriptures, which are general. But there's a specific strategy for you. There's a specific strategy for you. There's a specific strategy for the fulfillment of your peculiar destiny. Amen. For you to fulfill destiny, there's a strategy. One day God gave me strategy for a Christian sister, and she was right about to write jam. preparing for matriculation exams, to going to the high institution, going to the university. And when I looked into God's strategy for her, I wish everybody would be able to search for themselves, check it for themselves. But when I looked at her own, I wondered. I said, Lord, how is she going to be able to take this? Because it's different from what she likes, what she has been told, what is obtainable. Number one, I saw it very, very clearly. I saw it very, very clearly that she was to start business before she gets into school. And when I told her, it didn't make a single sense to her. Number two, I saw that she's to marry early. And if it will take her to get married before getting to school, she should go ahead and do that. You see, your strategy is not another person's strategy. Divine strategy is revealed. You can't use what you like to tell the strategy for your life. There are people who say, well, it is what God, what I like, God will do for me. Never, 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 never. The ways of God are not the ways of man. Often our upbringing, our background, all of those things determine our likes and dislikes. If I ask you now how jumping chicken tastes, and if I begin to describe it, you feel nauseated, you feel like throwing up. But there are people who were raised with it, so their appetites are naturally. If you go to China, it's one of the most expensive meals. Fried and peppered frogs. They were raised with it, so their appetites are in line with that. So it is possible that you are not raised with what is good for your destiny. It's very possible. So God himself will have to look for a way. He will always find a way for you to begin to agree with what your destiny is about. But the first thing he will do is to reveal. Destiny has to be revealed first. Now, if you go on, this is where the fear of the Lord comes in. Go on to say, oh, I honor the Lord, I fear the Lord. Oh, is that what the Lord wants? All right, okay. Then you open up yourself for wisdom. For the fear of the Lord is the beginning of the strategy of God. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of divine strategies. Let's make a list very quickly. The first point of call, the first major milestone in knowing the ways of the Lord, in knowing and applying divine strategies, winning by divine strategies or with divine strategies, is first of all to accept, to receive, to receive, to receive. John chapter 1 verse 11. He came to his own, and his own received him not. But as many as received him, verse 12, but as many as received him, but as many as received him, to them gave he power to become sons of God. So you see, the wisdom of God came as a person. He came to his own people, the privileged people of God, favored of God. But they rejected him. They rejected wisdom. He said to them, a greater than Solomon is here. But they rejected him. And they kept on honoring Solomon. But the greater than Solomon was right there with them. This is what you are now to do. To operate with divine strategies. And to win. To really win. There's a way that seems right unto man. There are those right now, they think they are winning. But like David, some of us have entered into the sanctuary of the Lord, then understood we their end. There are people that are planting right now. What they are planting is against the destiny of their children. And what's the point living? How many years will a person live in this world? And then you bring children into this world and you bring them into destruction and into witchcraft operations and attacks. Many battles that Africans are fighting right now. Not only Africans, but especially Africans, because of the concentration of witchcraft. Many battles were battles that were set up by their parents. But when these parents, these foreparents, these ancestors, forefathers and foremothers, when they were setting up these things, they didn't see them as problems. It was enjoyment to them. But in this generation, in subsequent generations, the children began to suffer. The children began to battle with evil altars, began to battle with evil covenants. Why? Because somebody saw a way and thought, okay, since there are results, let's just go with it. The way, best ways. Let me say this quickly, that be careful that the strategy you are using to win, be careful that it's not against your life and your destiny and your future. Because when Sarah said to Abraham out of desperation, take my maid, those servants were properties, take my maid Hagar to be somebody. These days they do, what they call it, surrogate mother. The woman who will carry the child will sign, you have nothing to do with this child and all that, blah, blah, blah. And then they sign and then the child is born. Those parents who paid will take the child to themselves. So since she was a property, Sarah didn't see that as a problem. But as soon as the boy Ishmael was born by Hagar, that was something the Lord saw. But she didn't see. Sarah didn't see it. As soon as Hagar had a child, she began to behave like, I'm no longer a servant. You are the one servant. That is a servant. Error. That's an error. Now watch this. It wasn't only Hagar. In fact, it was what Ishmael, Hagar's son, said and did